fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
Right. This whole way of life in this system, right? This is the whole anti-Messiah system. They're not teaching our people to fear the Most High and keep the commandment. They're saying, you know what? Do you? What they call it? Something thou will. What do they call it? Do as thou will. You know? But that's off, man.
I thought it was like thy will. If it be His will, thy shall let it be done.
But what the world teaches is do as thou wilt. Basically, let your actions be dictated by your mind, how you feel. That's what this world teaches.
But how I've learned it growing up in church. How have I learned it now? It says do it by His will.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do it by His will.
His will.
And if it let it be His will, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, like what Lord will. Let you say Lord will, we'll go and do this and do that, rather than bragging and boasting on certain things that you may do. Now, what I want to say to you is, okay, they're going to be the elect. The elect are going to make themselves a living sacrifice. One of the main things they're going to be doing is out on the highways and byways, preaching, trying to wake people up. Now, you know, like the brother was going into, there'll be believers and things of that nature, you know. But the scriptures tell us to covet the prophesy. There are many different gifts throughout the body of the Messiah, whose name is Yahweh Shai. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh. There are many different gifts, but the gift that we all supposed to want is to covet. One thing you can covet is to covet the prophecy. Right. Desire the prophecy. You know? Everybody's not going to be that, but that's one thing you should desire.
I got it. Romans 12 verse 1, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
Right. So every man's going to have their lot, their position in the body, but ultimately the men of the Lord are going to come out on the highways and byways to make their bodies a living sacrifice for the Most High.
It says we were talking about the verse you see after 12:1, it's a verse that I live by.
Okay, verse 2, I'm about to read. Yeah, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed in the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that is good and that ye may prove what is that good, that acceptable and perfect will of God.
Right. Right from there, my brothers. That's why I know I'm like, you know what? This world wants me to do. You know, you see every man out here, you guys are skin color.
Right.
They don't think, like, all right, I'm cool. I know I'm down for the ladies much than the other guy.
Yeah.
You know what? This is my thing. Whatever I'm going to do, it's going to be. And
Dedicate your life to the Most High. You know, acknowledge Him, and He will direct that path. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be for you. Yeah, acknowledge Him in all that way, and He will direct that path.
Exodus 23:2, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Like you're saying, so if you see a group of your friends like, yeah, bro, we about to go out and we about to go take all these, we about to go take, our goal is to take different men's women tonight. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm cool tonight, I got something else to do. See, because you see an 8% about to do a multitude of people. You know, so hey, we get what you're saying. You see the world going left, how you gonna go left with them when we can go right? But we're gonna have to go right and follow the ways of Yahweh Shai. That's what really.
Did you accept that you are equal in the
oh yeah,
according to the scripture?
Well, I said, doing His work. So,
okay, brother.
I see you.
You know we out here. You know we out here with brother.
Oh no, I can see you, y'all.
All right, all right. Go ahead, bro. Still edification.
Yeah, this is Psalms 119 and 9. It says, wherewith shall a young man cleanse his way, by taking heed thitherto according to thy word. So yeah, in order to clean ourselves up, we have to take heed to the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding of these scriptures, right? Which are being taught by the prophets out here on the street, right? So I know you're saying, trying to live my life, for the Most High. But how do we do that?
Right.
Right? You gotta come out the scripture. That's how we learn how to do that.
And I was trying to get to that too, but Jake was trying to talk a little bit, but I'm trying to explain to him. All right, man. Hey, man. You know, Jake.
The number one thing, man, is to come out here and be a prophet, preach,
Yeah.
make this ultimate living sacrifice, you know, get the persecution that comes with that. You know, everything beneath that is not the elect, man. You know?
But like,
So I'm gonna say, I don't know what the Most High's fate is gonna be for him. I kind of wish I would have mentioned the destruction, but he seemed to know a little something, man. You know, so it's up to the Most High what happens with that man.
yeah. And that's why he said, well, you know, like I said, look, everybody's not meant to come out here and be profitable to the work, but you have to put some type of effort towards this truth, this work. You have to contribute in some form of way. You want to be a helper of the prophet, or you want to something, man. You gotta do something for this truth, man. See, and like the brother said, the best thing you can be doing is what? Being a true servant of Yahweh Shai, to come out here and do this work, man. Okay, to come out here and do this work. Okay. I got James 4:4 right, because you're supposed to be not conformed to this world and have and be renewed by in your mind, man, and in your spirit. Okay. That's the part of being what? Reborn again too. You're not supposed to love this world, man. Because we see the shadow of this world, the shadow of this world, it's all evil, man. It's all evil and it's all wicked. Okay? James 4:4 says, ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High Yahweh. So if you're a friend of this world, you're an enemy of the Heavenly Father, man. See, how can you profess yourself to be, you know, this holy, this righteous person if you're friends of this world? That doesn't even make sense. See? Because this whole world, this whole, like I said, this is the anti-Messiah society, man. Right? This world is against the Heavenly Father. It's against His only begotten Son. His forms, His ways, His fashions, His men. See? And this whole place is set up and ran in that way. And it starts like that from when you're young too, man. See, you don't see it and you don't know it until you get of age, right? And until you actually come into the truth. Then you start to realize, like, hold on, they was grooming us to be basically against the Heavenly Father, to question their ways and everything about them. You know?
Oh yeah, like let me say something. The other day I was, I work at a school, but they had a motivational quotes on the bulletin board, and one thing I noticed is
You're Israelite, that's all.
One thing I noticed is the whole time we were growing up in school, they would say follow your dreams,
Yep.
or you get your destiny is what you make it, which is that's completely against the scriptures. Because according to the scriptures, it says man's going is of the Lord. So how can a man know his own way, right? So the Lord's directing you where to go, right? You have no control over you have no control over your destiny. Just like we were talking about before about the elect, they're predestined.
Right, and I mentioned, that's crazy because I mentioned that to a close family member, right? I told them man's going to the Lord, and they like, no, well, you gotta try to make your own way. You gotta, that went so far over their head. Because at the end of the day, everything goes back to the Lord, man. He allows and He rejects. Okay, when you trying to go, say everybody, you know what? I'm trying to do this. I want to play. I want to go to the NFL. So everything, my whole life was dedicated to that. But the Most High turned around like, nope, you won't be admitted to the Lord. I'm gonna have you graduate college and everything. You gonna go that way, but I'm gonna shut all that down, right? And I'm gonna have you doing this work. We got a brother that happened to. There's multiple brothers, but a brother that was around us that happened to. See? But guess what? The brother now know that what? The will that the Heavenly Father that the Heavenly Father got him doing is not in vain. Okay, it's not in vain. But all that other crap, these things of this world, that's all in vain, man. Right, and that's also a part of that broad way that leadeth into destruction. See? Because Jake is so focused on how they think that they should live life instead of living in a godly way, that they do a bunch of wickedness, man. or do things that's just useless, man, and not rich towards the Heavenly Father.
This is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? Right? So, like I said before, the Lord directs your path. Okay? He decides whether you're going to do this or do that. You know? You might think, you're walking down the street, you might think you're going to be heading to work, then an accident happens on the street and leads you to go somewhere else. Right? Or leads you to not be able to get to work. Right? The Lord set that up. You know? So, man's going is of the Lord. He decides where you go. Okay?
For all the people that listen on the sideline, you might still be sitting at home smoking your weed. You might decide, okay, I'm gonna quit tomorrow. It's my last blunt. Those I call the blunt that blow up in your face or whatever. Your whole house catch on. You fall asleep, your whole house catch on fire. You die that night in your wickedness. Man's goings are of the Lord. So hey, man, you just gotta acknowledge Him. Pray that the things that you receive of the Lord are righteousness. Pray that His will for you be fortunate.
I got one. I got a book of Luke 12, verse 12. Luke verse 12. Luke 12, verse 20 says. Hold on. 15 it says, and He said unto them. 13. I'll start 13. It says. And one of the company said unto him, Master, speak to my brother that he divide the inheritance with me. And he said unto him, Man, who made me a judge or divider over you? And he said unto them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, where a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possessed. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say unto myself, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But the Most High said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So he that laid up treasure for himself is not rich towards the Most High. And that's the point I wanted to get, okay? You people are so into yourselves and so trying to think you want to do your own destiny. You land up useless riches, man. See, you land up riches towards yourself, but you're not rich towards the Heavenly Father, man. You're not worried about building up the spiritual riches, man.
Right. That goes in with that corruptible crown that these people pursue, They're not being rich towards the Most High. They're seeking earthly riches, earthly accolades, earthly recognition, But like the scripture say, this very night shall your life be required of thee, And whose will those things be, man? Because you weren't rich towards the Most High, so you ain't got no hope, man.
I'm going to jump to 31. It says, But rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added unto you. Number 34 says, Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. See? So if you try to dedicate your life to the NFL or the NBA, or you try to dedicate your life to be a damn superstar, and that's where your treasure and that's where your mind is going to be mostly harping on. See? But you dedicate yourself to Yahweh Shem Shah, then guess where your heart is going to be? Guess where your mind is going to be indulged in? Scriptures, man. See? Watching videos, being with the brethren. Okay, things that's building up your spirit and not your flesh. See, but that's what it's about, man. It's about building up your spirit. See, you guys know, brother? Alright, you guys want to speak on?
Alright, I got it. This is 2 Corinthians. We start at chapter 5, verse 7. It says, For we walk by faith not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. So just going into the scripture you brought out about the man building up treasures, and then the Lord, and then the Lord requiring his soul that night. He wasn't trying to lay up treasures in the heavens, right? He wasn't trying to be rich towards the Most High. Just, as you said, and we're out here trying to be rich towards the Most High. So whether even whether we're here or whether we're in the spiritual realm, we're still accepted of ourselves.
Right. What does the scripture say? The dead and the anointed shall rise first. So if you die in this truth, you're going to be raised up, given the white robe, and be told to wait until your fellow brethren meet the fate that they've been allotted to meet.
Gonna meet them in a chariot. I got Matthew 6, verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." You see? So you laying up all these different treasures on the earth. All this can be taken away. Everything that you get can be taken away. Everything that you have can be stripped from you. Okay? All these different things. Hey, just like what's his name? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had won all those different belts. And the man asked him, he says, "Well, what's up? What about?" Basically, he asked him a question about the belts. What did Mike Tyson say? He said, "Man, these are worthless. See, they don't mean nothing. When I was young in my prime and I was doing my little thing, I thought they meant something. But now I'm older in age and I got better understanding of different things. That these don't mean shit. Somebody can break into my house and steal these. These things can't do nothing for me. Okay, so the same things that y'all want so bad, man. Hey, these things are vain. They're useless. They can't save you. They won't help you in the time of calamity.
That's the spirit, man. Because I was just about to say, it's all vanity, man. I don't know if you ever brought it out or not, but lay up treasures.
I got it right here.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Where moth and rust do not corrupt.
Yeah.
And thieves cannot break in. Okay,
that's why I understand what I was saying.
Fine.
Matthew 6, verse 19. "Lay up not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal."
Yeah, boy. Everything on this earth, hey, the fashion of this world vanish away, man. If that's another precept, I believe. The fashion of this world perishes, man. So why are you worried about all these things, man? Yeah, we need to maneuver. You got to make money. You got to do certain things. But that stuff don't come first, man. You got to be prepared to lose it all in order to gain it all, man. Like Job did. He lost it all and he gained it twofold. We're promised 100-fold, man.
"But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart also be." So, hey, it's laid up in your mind. Can't nobody break and enter that. You see, it's in your mind, man. Okay?
Right. Well, if your treasure be in the scriptures, nobody take your understanding from you, but Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, that's what I.
He's the one that can open and close the door to your understanding. Ain't nobody else take that from you, man. So that's the thing that cannot be. They can't break in and steal that.
That's funny you said that. I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to say that if there's anything you want to have, is you want to have knowledge. No one can take that knowledge.
Yeah, you heard that a lot. Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
If you apply it. I always like to mention that. Everybody thought it was knowledge. If you apply it, what's the use of having knowledge? What's the use of having knowledge? You ain't applying it, you just know it. What the hell are you doing, man?
Knowledge of the Most High is the most important knowledge, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
That's right, brother. That's right. Say that again, brother.
Hey, like I said, man, the wisdom of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai is the most important. Because the wisdom of this world is foolishness, man.
Right. And
it's like you're saying, knowledge is power. If you use it, what the scripture say? It says, be not hearers of the word only, but doers.
but do work. And just to add on, our people don't seek after the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shah. They seek after the knowledge of this world, man.
Yep, that's true.
But hey, you don't let the knowledge, hey, like the scripture says, be ye filled with your own devices. So y'all want to be indulged up in this knowledge of this world, right? Go ahead. You can fill with your own devices. Go ahead, eat your bachelor's degree, okay? Burn your master's degree so it can keep you warm. Shit ain't gonna be done for you.
That's what they doing right now in Venezuela. They burning money. They got stacks and stacks of money.
Right? Stacks on deck of money to get a loaf of bread, like this. Come on, man. And then with them tariffs that Trump just put on China, right? That's making the prices at Walmart go up. See? So it's going to get worse and worse gradually. But it's going to happen.
Say unto the wicked it shall go ill with him. Say unto the righteous it shall go well with him. You're gonna reap the fruit of your doings, man. You're gonna render unto every man according to his work shall be, which I was going into before you brought out that thing story.
This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. Set your affection on things above, not things on the earth.
Read it again.
This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth.
See, set your things on, set your, really get slaughtered.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 2.
Yeah.
Set your affections on things above.
Set your affection on things above, or what?
Not on things on the earth.
Not on things of the earth, man. Okay? Things above. Heavenly things, man.
It says, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach in the Most High. It says, when Hamashiach, who is your life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Your elect is going to appear with Yahweh Shai in glory, man. See? That it? Right. Alright, so that concludes the lesson for today, man. You know, so hey, Lord willing, I hope you can get edified. Okay? Lord willing, we get to continue to come out here and do the work, profess the words in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. And tell our people to repent, man, before they be destroyed. Because that's what's ultimately coming to this place, man. Death, destruction, famine, pestilence, everything. Everything is coming to this place, man. If you just don't repent, you ain't got no way out of it. No way out of it. Well, hey, close up, brother.
Hey, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh,
Hashem,
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect and the 1/3 believers, you know, women and children. And with that, we're going to say shalom, man.
Shalom. Yeah.